The World Health Organization now considers dengue as the globe's most dominant mosquito-borne disease. From just a half a century ago, more than 100 countries are now susceptible to dengue, putting half of the world's population at risk, resulting in 50 million infections each year. The first dengue cases in the world were detected in the Philippines and Thailand in the 1950s, and the number is rising sharply every year. But thanks to a vaccine called Gamechanger, the fight against the disease hopes to get a much-needed shot in the arm. "100,000. This is the average number of Filipinos infected with dengue every year, according to the data from the Department of Health, or DOH. But dengue is a problem not just in our country. It is a global health concern. For years, experts have been finding ways to curb the spread of this stubborn disease. And now, after more than half a century, the world welcomes the very first dengue vaccine, the Gamechanger. This medical milestone comes in the heels of continuous dengue endemicity. From 9, dengue has spread to 128 countries in the last 50 years, and 2/3 of the affected population are in Asia.
The dengue vaccine has been made as a live virus that has been weakened. Kinukuha yung genetic material ng yellow fever, pagkatapos yun namang yung ng dengue, and then kinukombine sila. So it's called recombinant. Nare-recognize ng body right away, ng immune system. Ang body ngayon, magkakaroon siya ng memory. No? Yung mga cells, mamememorize na niya. Sabi niya, kaya next time papasok ang ibang dengue virus, yan, o the same virus from where he had got, hindi na siya makakakuha ng infection kasi kilala na siya agad eh. So papatayin na siya agad ng mga cells na yon.
One of the challenges during the development of Gamechanger was coming up with a vaccine that will be effective against 4 dengue strains or serotypes. With extensive research and trials, this was finally achieved.
Ma-infect ka sa isa, you are not protected from the 3 others.
The numbers are looking good for Gamechanger. Based on test results, Gamechanger has prevented 8 out of 10 hospitalizations and up to 93% of severe dengue cases.
So if you continuously give the vaccine for so many years, you will see a decline, even a reduction, not only a reduction, maybe eradication.
This is actually in response as well to the WHO objective of reducing the mortality of this disease by 50% and reducing the morbidity by 25%.
With its great potential, the Gamechanger is indeed a promising medical breakthrough. And the Philippines is proud to be an active part of it, from development to approval. We are one of the 15 countries where clinical tests were done.
We are actually in the forefront in terms of the development of this dengue vaccine because we've been involved from phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 studies. Actually, we are the only country in which these 3 phases have been conducted.
The trials looked not just into the efficacy of the vaccine, but also into its safety.
The vaccine is given for 3 doses at 6 months interval, so at 0, 6, and 12. It has been shown to be safe and effective.
The Philippines was the first in Asia to approve its use, and second in the world.
This is a major innovation. This is a public health breakthrough. And with so many individuals around the world who are awaiting for this vaccine, I think this is a game changer.
For the DOH, the Gamechanger is a welcome support to the government's ongoing anti-dengue efforts.
For 2015, mas mataas ang bilang ng kaso natin versus 2014. So if you're going to look into the trend, it varies. The vaccine is supposed to provide the protection, meaning dapat less cases ang makita natin as far as dengue is concerned.
The vaccine is set for public release during the first quarter of the year. It is specifically targeted to the 9 to 45-year-old age group.
For the government naman, we're looking at this quarter, like halimbawa March or April, na ma-roll out siya sa mga selected areas muna. We need to prioritize. Unahin din natin siyempre yung mga lugar na hindi talaga kaya, na hindi maka-afford na makabili ng bakuna.
The Catalan family is among those who have high hopes for the Dengue. 4 of their 7 family members have already suffered from dengue.
Ayun, traumatic yan. Sabi ko ngayon, pag may nilalagnat, mauuna pa akong mamatay kasi nga meron akong hypertension.
The mother, Bernadette Catalan, was the second to be infected.
Hindi nalalo yung katawan ko, tapos dumating yung time na yun, nagkaroon ako ng bleeding. Kinailanganan sa dinan ako ng 4 na bag na dugo.
But the case of her son, Edward Adrian, was worse.
Alam ko lang lagnat, walang-wala ako sa sarili. Nakalimpungatan na ako pag nililipat ako ng doktor dun sa ICU, nagwawala ako, yun lang. Sobrang hirap, hindi ko alam na mamatay na pala ako eh.
With Dengue, they are hopeful that the end of their dengue ordeal is finally over.
This vaccine is probably game changer kasi siguro magkakaroon na ng peace of mind.
The invention of Dengue is good news not just for families but for medical practitioners as well.
It's a game changer. Dengue vaccine will provide protection. I think it will decrease the incidence in the coming years. No matter how much it will cost, I think it will be worth it.
Experts reiterate that although Dengue carries much potential, it is but one leg in the multi-pronged approach to fight dengue.
Sanofi Pasteur actually established a dedicated manufacturing plant for dengue. No? So in the next 10 years talagang makakapag-produce ito ng 1 billion doses para masagot natin ang requirements ng mga countries that are endemic on dengue.
The invention of Dengue is just a start. Research and development is and always will be a continuous process.
At the earliest sign na parang may dengue ka, magpating ka kaagad. Advocating to the community on their participation on what they're supposed to do.
Climate change, rapid urbanization. We cannot blame anyone but ourselves in the relentless spread of dengue. Maybe it's nature's way at getting back at us. We may have a cure for the disease now, but unless we mend our destructive ways, humans may not be able to find a cure for the next one. Up next,
meet Senora Santibáñez, the self-proclaimed queen of Philippine social media.
Midas Hotel and Casino, a contemporary, design-led lifestyle hotel in the majestic hub of Manila with fabulous views of sunset on the bay. Midas offers designer amenities and guest rooms and suites, supreme restaurant options for sumptuous enjoyment, event studios for corporate meetings and vows, and a casino with world-class gaming. Here at Midas, we make days into moments. Sparkling creativity, it's stylemanship by Midas.